Hello gurus, welcome to another episode. I hope you're having a beautiful day. We're going to jump into charts for Bitcoin. I added to my Bitcoin trade now 14 point something Bitcoin, around $360,000 trade. I'm going to see if Bitcoin is going to hold here. We're going to check on the technicals and see if it's going to actually be able to hold up here. And make sure when you're trading, don't use more than 2% risk on your stop loss. Be very careful. Even though for me, it sounds like I'm doing a very big trade, percentage wise, it's not. So you got to be careful how you're trading. I've learned you have to do your own due diligence, not financial advice. I've learned that you should only do 2% of your stop loss should be your margin. What that means is if you have $100,000, you can only risk $2,000 on the stop loss of a trade. If you have $1 million, you can only risk $20,000. If you have $1,000, you can only risk $200. No, $1,000, that's 20%. $1,000, you can only risk $20. So if you had $10,000, then you could risk $200. If you have $100,000, then you can risk $2,000 on each individual trade stop loss. So be very careful. Keep that in mind always when you're trading. The goal is not to win every single trade. That's what people get confused about. The goal is to make trades, have tight stop losses. The trade either works and follows the technicals, or the trade fails and you close the trade at hitting your stop loss, which you're doing intentionally. And you want the big trades to keep going up, and you want to position yourself on really good. And what I mean by trades, it's also assets. So example, Tesla, Google, I'm buying those as well. Tesla, Google, Facebook, Meta, TSM, Google, already said Google, MCRT, Bitcoin, Uniswap. I like FXS. I bought Tesla yesterday. Anyway, let's jump into the technicals for Bitcoin now. Going to the technicals, and you can see here that Bitcoin is making on the weekly charts. Each of these candles is 1 week. That looks like a bullish rounding bottom pattern. Now, could make a cup and handle, went to 26,000, could pull back, make a giant cup and handle, and then have a big explosive movement up. And it looks like it's doing that. Right now, this is the point of the strongest support. You can see here how Bitcoin came down back in July, went to 17,000, bounced, found resistance here. It had resistances there, broke through 25,000, came down all the way to 15,000, bouncing again, going to 25,000. Now it's either going to round and do a big M, and that would be scary. Or it's mainly right now, it's in a bullish rising kind of channel, and it's got an inverse head and shoulders. And volume is increasing. It would be scary if the volume wasn't increasing. If the volume wasn't increasing down here, I would be very worried that we could have a bigger drop. But the volume is getting bigger. You can see down there those lines. I'll show you, I'll draw them in. You can see, look at the volume. Even though Bitcoin's been coming, the price has got cheaper from 16K. Look how much the volume increased. It's like higher than, that's higher volume. When's the last time it was this higher? Than ever. It's even higher than back in 2021, the bull market. Look at this. Look at June 2021, the bull market, 69,000. Look at the volume. And now look at the volume since April 2022. Massive volume. It's growing as well, everyone. Are you watching this? Look at this growth over the years. Boom, the volume is massive. So I'd be going long. Best place to go long from if you want to open a big trade or start buying is these supports. You have a lot of supports here at this $20,900 area. Massive support. So that's where I would go big longs. If you wanted or buying Bitcoin, I would put big orders here at 20,900. Stop loss just underneath here because that's a major support. And then if you're looking for a long-term holding Bitcoin for years and riding it from $3,570, you risk $3,575 to make $49,435. But that's per Bitcoin, but quite a big trade per Bitcoin. So you risk $3,500 to make $49,000 per Bitcoin. And that's if it just goes to the all-time high. But it is possible. That's why you have stop losses, because it could do this. And then we're going to go closer and see how we're going to open the trade. So weekly, I still think it's very oversold for what it is, especially on the monthly. You can see here on the stochastic, even with all this pump and all this stuff, look, it's how oversold it is. And if we look at Bitcoin going back all of its history, you can see that the stochastic is super oversold on Bitcoin. Look at this. Look how oversold. This was the bear markets in 2011. 2015 bear market was here. 2019 bear market was here. 2022 bear market, 21 bear market is here. Right, so it's extremely oversold. And also, according to this, I found something, I've been telling you guys for a while, I found a pattern. If you look at the previous bear market in 2019, you had 151 days of a bounce. So you had you had 396 days of a bear market, 151 days of a bounce to the next year's high. If that happens again, and that happened a few times in a row, like if you go back in history of Bitcoin, all the major peaks and drops, it had a big drop, see, like big pump, big drop. This was in 2014, then a little bear market, like bull market rally to around there. That was about 304 days, but it peaked also here at 150. What you can see that peaked here, about 212 days. So if that plays again for Bitcoin, when we go up this, if we have that peak and around 151 days, we've got we have 151 days, and we have that remaining days. So let me draw how many remaining days. That's the number of days. These are the remaining days. So from where we are right now to the end, we don't have that long actually. Let's go into the daily to see it closer. We don't have very long of remaining days till this bull market. Holy shit, it's very actually close. 42, still 42 days. 42 days for it to do that big drop like it did many times and then bounce. And that's the minimum. It could go to 202 days rally. Okay, let's go very close now to see where I would open longs. I'm currently in a long. It's massive. It's down a bit. So now I'm going very close. This is on the 4 hourly. You can learn all of this in the crypto mastercourse, learn this technical analysis, learn all the everything that I'm showing you. There's more than 7,000 students. Crypto Guru Bot is buy, still blue. EMA ribbons were above them and it's using it as support. It's still inside it. Bitcoin indicator bot said buy. This one on the weekly, the Bitcoin indicator bot on the weekly said buy as well, and it hasn't said sell yet, which is beautiful. So go closer, 4 hourly. We're on a strong support here. I added to the position, but the best place to go long, if we go right now, I need to go onto the daily to see it. I'm doing this all by my phone, by the way, on my iPhone. So the best place to do it, to open a trade, would be if it pulls back more. It's got major support. I'm just talking about major support there at 20,760. So that's where I'd go long on Bitcoin. And if you go closer, you can see it's still here. But it's just holding on. There's also a mini trade you could take here. But the strong support, if we get another nuke down, is opening it like that, doing a tight stop loss underneath, and then targeting a big trade for Bitcoin. This is the trade setup that I'll put. In this volatile market, most likely this trade will activate. And then, actually I have to do it on this Bitcoin. 20,000, around this area is the support. Stop loss underneath and take profit at the top of this. But it would break that channel. So if it broke that channel, but it's a major support, that's how I would take it. But it would break that channel, which would not be good. From what I'm seeing here, we've got a big run up, big drop, right? Big run up. But also, look at this massive head and shoulder kind of formation. If that plays out, that's huge. That would take Bitcoin to the next level, which would be, these are the resistances. When you zoom out on Bitcoin, you can see that these are the resistances, these green lines. So all these numbers on the right are the resistances, or which were before supports, which will now become resistances. There's also a major one at 35,000. And there's also, you can see here, a major one at 42,390. These are all major now. Before there were strong supports. Now they're all major resistances. So that means when trades are open and you're trading and you're trying to catch the moves, that's where you're going to find the resistances. So this is the trade that I'll take. Let's go into the daily oversold, 4 hourly oversold, hourly oversold. Massive sell. That was around 50,000 Bitcoin. 15-minute overbought. It's holding here, but most likely I would stick with this trade just because with this much volatility. So it's risking, let me have to zoom out. TradingView needs to let you zoom out more. Risking $563 to make $5,651 without leverage. So 10x leverage is $56,000 of profits. Risking $563 to make $5,651 with 10x leverage will be $56,000 profit. So an epic risk to reward. So it opens at the gray, the stop loss is the red. So the gray is 20,800 around, 829, 20,265 the stop loss. Take profit is this green line, 26,481, the top of this green bar. which is beautiful. And if you want to trade, I'm trading on Bybit. That's the main exchange that I use for trading, how I'm doing this. Which you can see here. Go down below, sign up to Bybit using that link. And then once you sign up, you'll get all the things. And also check out MagicCraft. What I'm seeing now from MagicCraft is incredible, people. I hope you're paying attention. I've been telling you for like, if people think, yeah, just do your own due diligence, but pay attention to MagicCraft. I really want people, one, I want the project to succeed, but they're building amazing stuff. And the Crypto Master course and different languages for the videos, and the Telegram is awesome as well. Also, there's some cool things that the team prepared. Web3 lobby launch is starting in 5 days. That's going to the stage 4 public launch with the public games. And I've played it. It's incredible. It's incredible. I can't wait for you guys to see this. Most traded Phantom tokens last 24 hours. MCRT, one of the top ones. These are some of the students from the Telegram. These are their gains, 43%, 20%, 33%. Your trade is stopped out. Yes, that's the point of a stop loss, as I said before in the video. This student 769%, 300%. I didn't want a full-time job, so I want full-time crypto now, work 24/7. It's actually true when you're always looking at the price, right? And Also, in a few days, in the 13th of March, I have to clean up this gallery. I'm going to be talking with Gary V at the AIBC Summit in Dubai, 13th of March to the 16th. Check it out, AIBC Summit, and get tickets and come meet. There's a lot of crypto people and cool stuff. And check out ChatGod, an AI company that I've invested in. It's incredible what they're building, and they're merging with different AIs, and good news about AI as well. Let's look at, actually, I want to check out Tesla as well, because I bought a lot of Tesla. I added to it yesterday, and you can see these are my orders, these green lines, 185. I added more at 185, so it's actually in profit. But I'm adding more at 166 if it pulls back, and I want to add a big order there. But if we zoom out on the weekly, Tesla major support is here. 146, that's where you could add really strong amounts if it does pull back. But that's a V-shaped recovery, people. Usually V-shaped recoveries are very fast. So the next resistance for Tesla is here. This is a very strong resistance where it hit, one of the major ones. And then the next one isn't for ages. $309 is the next major resistance. So it's a really good, Tesla is actually an amazing buy. In the next video, I'll do the NASDAQ and the crypto market technicals, so we know what's happening with the markets up front. Thank you for watching, everyone. Have an amazing day. Hit the subscribe button, smash up the thumbs up button. This is James, Crypto Guru, and I'll see you all again tomorrow.